In the last class, we had discussed the preventive measures to be taken against a drought, and I had given an example of the drought which had happened in Maharashtra in the year 2012-13, which is considered as the worst drought in 40 years, how adversely it had affected the state's economy, and there was a severe water shortage. It had resulted into a famine, and many lives were gone of the people also because of uh, crop failure and shortage of water. Now we cannot stop these disasters to happen, but we can at least arm ourselves to deal with it in a proper manner and on time. Preparedness will definitely reduce the impact of disasters. Coming straight to the topic, cyclones. A cyclone is the term used for violent rotating storm over tropical and subtropical water bodies, resulting into heavy flooding rains which cause severe damage to life and property. Sea levels rise and affect the coastal areas, and people find it difficult to evacuate from the cyclone affected area or the coastal areas. This year, we had experienced cyclone in both the eastern and western coast of India, which was very calamitous and ruinous. It was in the Arabian Sea, known as Nisarg, and in the Bay of Bengal, also known as Amphan, and that too in the midst of pandemic. Now you can see that how much loss to life and property had happened in the affected area. There is a total failure of electricity system, the houses are broken, people are homeless, and the whole area was flooded and affected the lives of people. Now the main problems which occur at the time of cyclones are, it is termed as primary, secondary and tertiary hazards. Now primary hazards include strong winds, heavy rains and storms. The sea level rises abnormally near the coasts, and as a result of which the low-lying areas near the coastal regions get submerged, drowning humans, their lives, their livestock and their inhabitations, destroyed vegetation and soil fertility. Very strong winds damage the houses, trees, communication system, resulting a huge loss of life and property. Now the second type is the hazards which include flood, fire and freshwater flooding. The third type, the tertiary hazards, they include diseases caused due to stagnant water, water poisoning and increase in the prices of goods and resources. Now looking into the problems which are there due to the cyclones, so what are the preventive measures to be taken at the time of cyclones, before and after? Now these are the effective safety measures which can be taken. First, the safety services towards cyclone and other disasters by government and other agencies, like the cyclone forecast and warning services should be there. Rapid communication to the government and concerned people should be done well in time. Construction of cyclone shelters in the cyclone prone areas should be made, shifting of people quickly to a safer place. Now the action on the part of people, that the people, how should they be prepared? They should pay attention towards warning broadcast from time to time. In case of a cyclone warning, stock necessary food items and medicines. If possible, move to a safer place. Fishermen should not venture into the sea during a cyclone warning time. Cooperate with others in the community and help the rescue team. Other than that, this is a picture showing the disaster warning system where a GPS satellite is there, and it gives us information about the cyclones if they are there to happen. Then the meteorological centers, whatever is broadcasted on the radios or on the television through them, should be paid attention to and taken care of. So cyclone watches and warnings are issued well in advance by meteorologists who are constantly monitoring the weather patterns around the globe. If your area should receive one, take special care to listen closely to the developing situation so that you can take care and not caught off guard. This is a good time to check your emergency kit and make sure it is stocked and accessible. Take the time to talk to your neighbors and warn them in case they haven't heard. Check to make sure that you have drinkable water in the event that the water supply is restricted. Also be sure to withdraw some emergency cash and remember that ATMs and banks may become inaccessible due to the power failures. Now these are the pictures where it is suggested to grow trees around the coastal areas, around the houses which are situated in the coastal areas, to provide them as shelter belts. Then the mangrove trees also should be planted to act as a wind break. There should be provision of dry food and medicine should be arranged. This already I have discussed earlier.